Hello, welcome to Art Busters. I'm Whitney Mitchell, your show host, and I am thrilled with this Art Busters episode 6 today. This is an international episode, and I want to let you all know that this episode is geared towards the INDUZ artwork that we have here on the air today. This is a nonprofit arts organization. It's an organization that brings arts education to kids and teens all over the world. It's a value and an asset to communities near and far. And it gives kids the cultures. They learn so much about history. They learn so much about geography, about themselves. And so I want to introduce everyone to the founder of INDUZ. His name is Whitney Mitchell. So glad you're on the show today. Tell them more about INDUZ.
All right. INDUZ is a nonprofit that was started about 8 years ago. And the reason why we started INDUZ organization was because we wanted to give back to the community. And when we looked around, and we could not find a whole lot of nonprofits that focused in the arts area. And art is something that is very close to our heart. And art is also very important to a child's wholesome growth. Art brings in a lot of value. It's not just drawing. It brings in a lot of cognitive development. Yes. It brings in so many other kind of values. And since we saw that art was lacking in our schools and from the lives of the children, we decided to develop or create the INDUZ organization about 8 years ago.
I love it, because with INDUZ, you have your powerful quote there, which is, where art meets heart. It touches lives, and it touches many lives out there. Right. So that's great, that's great. So what inspired you to start your nonprofit arts organization for kids and teens? You started in India, right?
Yes. So I think our inspiration, as I mentioned earlier, is about giving back. So I think we feel that we are successful individuals here, but we never have the time to give back to the community. I thought this was a very, very good way to give back in an area which is very important, and also in an area that we are very passionate about.
Yes.
Okay, so, and then we started off the program in India about 5 years ago. What we do is we offer free art education to orphan kids at orphanages in India. We provide art, music, and dance education. Nice. And it's been going on for the last 5 years, and we have seen tremendous results with those kids there. They have excelled in math, science, different areas of education. So art is very important.
Very important, yes, I agree. And you're very unique because you're actually the only arts organization that I know that spreads your wings from international to Bay Area to the East Bay.
Correct.
So tell us about that process, bridging that.
Yes, definitely.
That was there.
So we started off again, just a little background. I'm originally from India. I live for the last 17 years in the US citizen now. So we started off the program in India, and since it was very successful, our goal was to bring it to the US, our country here. So we customized the program. Our program here is called Passport to the World, INDUZ World Arts Program. And we have, it's been 3 years where we started. We started off with 4 schools as an after-school program 3 years ago. Then it was very successful. We moved from 4 schools to 14 schools last year. And this year, our goal is to expand to 25 schools. We have already reached about 15 schools already.
Wow.
And you would know that we are also planning to start a summer program at Vallejo.
Oh, we're going to talk about that, audience. We're giving you a sneak little preview of that. Great. So with this amazing program that you have, tell us about the schools that you're affiliated close to here.
Sure.
Around the East Bay.
So the way we have brought our program is through partnership with other organizations, other nonprofit organizations. For instance, the first year we partnered with a nonprofit called Playworks. And Playworks is an organization that provides after-school managed games and homework help. But when we approached them and we talked about bringing art education, they were super excited about it. And that way we got to partner with them and reaching many schools. This year we have partnered with YMCA in Silicon Valley.
Yes.
And so with YMCA we have already started our program at 6 schools in San Jose, and there is a huge
Terrific.
potential to go all around the U.S.
Nice. Terrific, terrific. So with that note that you just highlighted for the viewers here, tell us about President Obama's Volunteer Service Award. Share with the audience.
INDUZ organization has very recently, about a month ago, we got recognized as a certifying organization to give away the President's Volunteer Awards to children or any individual who volunteers with our organization. So anybody who volunteers a certain number of hours, which is pre-specified, we will be able to get them the President's Volunteer Awards, which comprises of a personalized letter from President Obama, a certificate, as well as a lapel pin. So which is also a great opportunity for children to volunteer, because this helps them in higher education, in their application process, and it's a good way to, yes.
College test scores, because when kids want to go to college, they're looking for a package.
Correct.
You know, and with arts education, they get so much within that makes them really grow as students and as future leaders. So they're getting a huge package to be shipped for any school that they apply to.
Correct.
So that's just excellent. So tell us about the INDUZ artwork. Where has it been showcased? What venues? What areas around California?
So the program that we run here at the low-income schools, after-school program, it generates, because there's so many children, and over the last 3 years we have created so many art pieces and artwork. And our art is basically, it represents the whole global community from different regions of the world. And the pieces that have been created, our goal is to share those artwork with different communities, so that the children get to ability to showcase. So we have had exhibitions within the school, and then also we have done an exhibition at MoCA, which is the Museum of Children's Art in Oakland, 2 years ago. And another very interesting news, and we are very proud of that, is we had an exhibition in the San Francisco airport. They have an airport museum, and this entire artwork, you can see some of these around here, was displayed for 2 solid months, the months of December 2012 and January, which is a very big tourist season, as you know.
So, and I'm proud to say I saw the artwork in January, and I was amazed. It was everywhere. I was amazed, and it was just gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
Thank you.
It's really spreading awareness of arts education. You know, and beautiful, just beautiful. All right, so thank you for that. Thank you. We have the co-founder of INDUZ. I'm so glad she's on the air today. She's the co-founder, Pia Mitra. So glad to have you on the air.
Thank you so much for having us here today, Whitney.
So tell us, how is it being the co-founder of INDUZ? What are some of the things that you do as the right-hand side to Ray, Mitra?
So, you know, I'm very lucky to have a partner that shares my passion for arts. And, you know, we're glad to have co-founded this. And, well, I do a lot of strategy work. I do curriculum design. I do fundraising, event management, a little bit of everything.
It's ongoing.
Yes.
You go to so many schools. How many schools are you at right now? What's the numbers?
We have 15 schools already, yeah.
Okay. Love it. So Ray and Pia, kids and teens are learning a lot with your nonprofit arts organization. Please break down what they are learning from your courses, which ties to history and geography with the Passport to the World program.
So the Passport to the World program is our program under the INDUZ World Arts. And, you know, it's a virtual journey across the world for all the children, where they go to these different regions around the world and they learn about the history, the culture, the geography of each region. And, you know, at the end of the virtual journey, they actually get to, you know, they actually make passports, where after each project that they do, they get stamps, and at the end of this journey, they actually have, you know, traveled around the world without actually stepping on a plane ever.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. That is beautiful. Well, tell us about the steps when it comes to the courses. Have you both discovered things from the students' journey with Passport to the World with your curriculum? What did you learn from them as they worked on these artworks from different cultures?
So, it's definitely been a mutual learning process where, a lot of kids, we in the Bay Area are very lucky to have this multicultural community where in each of these schools we have kids from all over the world.
So it's very diverse.
Absolutely.
See, yeah.
And they teach us a lot about, when we go to teach them projects, say from Mexico, those kids will tell us things that we didn't know. And we get to teach them a few things about their communities too. And
they just find out right away.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I didn't know this about my culture.
Nice.
And we have this, three-part process that maybe Ray can elaborate on.
So basically there are 3 areas, if I were to generalize what they get out of the program. So there are 3 areas. The one area is actually learning about the different cultures of these different countries that we visit in the Passport to the World, right? So as part of the journey, they learn about the art, the geography, general knowledge, science, a lot of things, the living during the olden times in that country. So all about that region they are learning. It's a very fun and interactive way of learning, right? And they retain a lot in their mind because it's a fun way through crafts. So that is one area. Second area is basically the benefits of art. So as they're doing these arts and crafts, they're also building their self-confidence. They're also building their cognitive development, the left side of the brain, right?
Right.
So that's a benefit that is happening through this arts program. And then the third area is, this is specifically for like a lot of teens, older kids. They have the ability, they actually take our program and teach other children. So they gain leadership experience through this. So there is a lot of learnings that they can get about geography, about the benefits of art, as well as leadership and confidence.
And it's great because they're getting that personal connection. When you learn something, sometimes things go out the door, but when you receive that education, you have that personal connection with it, you remember it, you want to help others learn it.
Totally.
And it keeps going.
It's a fun and interactive way. Today, I'll give you an example. Like if you take an Egyptian art, for instance, if you ask a child, why do you see so much gold color in there? And I bet all of those children can tell you the reason behind this. I'm not going to tell you now, but I bet that everybody will know the reason for that.
I love it. I love it. Now, there's a lot of people watching right now, parents, guardians, kids, knowing they want to be in something like this. Now, how do parents and guardians register for this awesome program that you have that teaches kids about history and geography and so much more?
So we have these programs already running as a free program. Right now, we had been focused on the low-income schools. So low-income schools are schools where over a large percentage of the children are on the free lunch from the government. And so they cannot afford, and their parents have 2-3 jobs. So we keep them engaged in the after-school program through this. So those are kids, so there's in various schools in San Francisco and San Jose. But in addition, we are actually coming to Vallejo. There is going to be a summer program.
So our special announcement for everybody watching Art Busters Episode 6, INDUZ and Myra Theater Guild Bay Terrence Theater has partnered for an arts education summer program at Myra Theater. So if you're watching right now and you're not sure where Myra Theater is on 51 Daniels Avenue here in Vallejo. It's 5 minutes away from the Ferry Building, and it's the center for kids to get the foundation with arts education. And so I'm thrilled that we have partnered with INDUZ.
Yes, absolutely. We are thrilled to.
We are very excited. This is going to be a great journey, long journey, and we have expanded to Vallejo, so I'm sure we can do it many more years.
Oh, yes. It's going to be a beautiful 12-week program for kids and teens. So thank you. So now let's bring on talent. We're going to bring on talent, INDUZ talent right now. We're going to bring up 2 students right now. Come on up.
Come on.
One is Ria and one is Gia. All right. So glad they're up here. So I have questions for both of them. So Ria and Gia, is it hard to say what has been your favorite region of study that you've traveled to with the Passport to the World Arts Education Program here?
Yeah, it really is. Like, all the artwork is really, really amazing. But, yeah, my favorite is the Egyptian art. Right here we have portraits of people, Egyptian people, and the thing I like about it is it's very bright and it has very vibrant colors like gold and green and blue. And also here and here we have hieroglyphics. Those I love, like, to use hieroglyphics and, like, you know, write my name in them and things like that. So yeah, I love it.
Lovely, lovely. I love it. Thank you very much. Yeah. All right, let me pass the mic here. Gia, I have the same question. Is it hard to say what has been your favorite region of study that you've traveled to with the Passport to the World Arts Program?
Yes, it is, because they're all really fun, but I have to say my favorite is the Chinese dragons, because it's very colorful and you get to use your own hand to make it. And plus, it's the year of the dragon, so we made a dragon in the year of the dragon.
Ooh, very nice, very nice. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. So I must say, keep the mic there. I'm so glad that they're on the air because they're two examples of many students that have entered this program and have benefited from this program. And it's a benefit and it's an asset to our community for kids and teens, and I'm so glad that they're on the show today. Very nice, very nice. All right, awesome. So actually, you know what? We're gonna bring the founder back up again and co-founder back up. Come back up here. You're watching Art Busters today. I'm so glad you're able to see INDUZ talents because these are two talents of many students that have benefited from this arts education program for kids and teens. Again, they're learning about history, culture, themselves. They're learning more about themselves too. And it's a joy to have this. It's a blessing to have them on the air today. I'm very thankful. And very, very thankful. And also, you can donate to INDUZ. You can donate to keep this going. And I also want you to know that we are on the air every Tuesday at 5 and every Friday at 5:30 for Comcast Channel 27 and AT&T Universe Channel 99. We're also streaming live at www.vcat.tv. Now, Ray, tell us more about what they can really do in their community right now.
So this is a non-profit organization and it is run by volunteers and supporters, right? Okay. And we cannot run a non-profit organization without the support of the community. It's a whole community-involved effort. And that means involving getting their time, getting some donations, getting some support. So there are ways where people can get involved. So I would recommend they can visit the INDUZ website, which is www.induz.org, and that is spelled as INDUZ.org. They can contact me on my cell phone at 510-875-5006. We are very socially connected on Facebook as well, so they can visit us on facebook.com/induzorg, INDUZORG. We're also on Twitter, and they can connect us through the Myra Theater website as well.
And so Myra Theater is www.myratheaterguild.org.
So I think there are a lot of ways. I think we need all of your help. Yes. If you're listening to us, then definitely go visit us, like our page. There's many, many ways that you can make a difference in a child's life and bring smile to an underprivileged child who doesn't get that level of art education, the benefit.
Beautiful. And when you donate, you do that.
Yes, donate or help in any other way.
Help. And the art supplies, right?
Yes.
All the artwork.
Because these free programs that we are offering in India and US requires a lot of money to bring the art supplies, train. So we have trainers, we have coordinators that we have to pay. So there is cost involved there, and our goal is to go all over the US. Now we can do that only if we have more and more support, right?
Very true, very true. And thank you very much. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you. We had a wonderful time being here today.
Yes.
All of you. This is a wonderful show that we watch all the time.
Oh, I love it.
And today we are so glad that we were being on the other side of the TV show.
That's right. So this is Art Busters episode 6, which is the impact of arts education through INDUZ artwork. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you very much.
Thank you.